Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 12th and final episode of Imouto sae Ireba Ii, or A Sister's All You Need. The final episode. This is another one of my favorite shows of the season, so it's really sad to see it approaching its end like this. In any case, in the last episode, we had more fun times between Miyako and Nayu, which is always great. And a bit of a celebratory party type deal, which ended up having another game played. It was like a storybook forming game, like a collaborative thing with cards and stuff. It was really cool, and the story they ended up coming up with was very enjoyable. Like, I would watch an anime adaptation of that. But also, we got some really big news. Apparently, Itsuki's novel, Maho Academy's Sister Method Academy, is going to get an anime adaptation, which was one of his goals, which we found out, details about exactly why he hasn't accepted Nayu's feelings yet. So, maybe we'll get closer to that. So, let's get into the episode. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Getting some more Itsuki backstory. And not a cute housekeeper, I see. We made friends later in life, it's fine. I bet you did. Yeah, naturally. And that's what started it all. Anyone can write a novel. I mean, have you seen some of the light novels out there? I'm busy with my little sisters. What do you want? Never heard of you. Okay. And I'm just gonna let myself in. I'm not taking no as an answer. I mean, a little bit, yeah. Really. Very dedicated housekeeper. uh, I mean, have you even met him before? Yeah, yeah. It kind of does, doesn't it? And yet she wasn't really much of this series. Yeah, learn the difference, pleb. Oh, they do. He's been embarrassed since you showed up. Slightly. Go for it. Oh, Zero no Sakaima. I wasn't even really paying attention to the titles. His first time doing a real recommendation to someone who doesn't even really know. Hmm? That's usually why I don't recommend things to people. Because Because then if they don't like, I feel like I wronged them in some way. Oh, wow. Wow, you're kidding me. It looked like Imo on the cover, kind of. This girl. Oh no, she's back. Well, apparently things didn't end up too well because she's not really in most of the series. But I wasn't expecting so much of this episode to be a flashback. Oh, wow. She is good. Wait, now that I think about it, is that Haruhi? Well, anyway, I think I remember her from the opening, though. Good luck. I'm sure that'll go well. Oh. uh. Uh. So he really did just come out with it, even given the situation. I just don't see this ending well. Yeah. Yeah, that's the measurement here, I guess. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Of course, it wouldn't be a hang-up for him, since he loves little sisters, but... Jesus. Man, we really are going for all the title drops this episode. Not yet, anyway. I guess that would explain why we don't see her anymore. The kind that are in an anime. You still get a lot of screen time, though. Don't we all? I mean, you're pretty much in the protagonist's seat, so, I mean... And then finally graduation comes. Should be called The Light Novel's All You Need. But yeah, we really are getting to see in detail just how Itsuki got to where he is today, which is cool. I mean, we kind of got a brief overview a couple episodes ago, but... I'll put it all into this piece of work. Man, the opening. Wow. This is the second time I've done something like this with the opening, and I always love it. I didn't even realize the opening hadn't played yet, honestly. Yeah. Of course, I think it'd be fun to see Itsuki's first meeting with the editor. Seeing how all that relationship began. Yeah, her. That's where I remember her from the opening. And I had been kind of wondering when she would show up in the story. Okay, yeah, the opening's definitely different. Like, there's supposed to be more than just Nayu at the end there, but... I don't know, she just killed off all the other people. Oh, wow, that's not what she wants to hear. More food. Kampai. I guess. Yeah, the best kept secret. Yeah, that's what matters. It's still a secret if you don't put it on the internet. Yes, they do. A little bit. Man, they like to play games in this show, don't they? It's probably a little bit more complicated than that, though. So, the pursuit of happiness. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the best way to learn the rules is just to play. That's always going to be Chihiro. I think Nayu's the second youngest. Snake Eyes. No, there you go. I guess you can't get Snake Eyes with a single dice, but it'd be impressive if you could. Yeah, that's, Naya's going for it, though. And there you go, Naya. As expected of the genius. Good, very middling result. The game does not respect real life. Yeah, that's a very Miyako thing to do. Of course you would. Round 2. Fight! Oh wow, that's a good start. Friggin' Nayu. Yeah, this time for sure. You might lower your standards a bit, Itsuki. He doesn't want to play. Nice. So do hate comments lower the happiness? Makes sense. Of course he did. Of course he did. Hey, if you don't want that money, I'll take it. Give up, man. Poor Itsuki. I know, right? Yeah, dude, you might want to cut your losses. Enough. You really don't. So definitely trade-offs. Nah, you. Oh, wow. And that's bad. That does make sense, though, yeah. And yeah, you're still going for it. Out the window. Oh, now he gets a 6. Oh, nice. Yeah, things are really going up for some of them. But good God, that happiness level. Oh no, not negative comments. Anything but that. I bet Mary and Itsuki would skyrocket the happiness level. Hey, I'll take the money. Oh man, everyone seems to be pretty unhappy right now. It's like the opposite effect of a game. Is everybody going to be a negative happiness in a sense? Like, it'll be a matter of who's the least unhappy, he's the winner. But yeah, the game is getting close to an end, like the last third. Wow. Man, Haruto's really having it bad over there. I'm sure it does, but I like to believe it's pretty uncommon. So who won? Becoming a light novel author was a mistake. Yeah, I really did end up like that. But yeah, it looks like Itsuki won. Wow, it's a... I guess that's sort of looking on a bright side. Yeah, that's why everyone's so unhappy, because of the realism. A lot can go wrong. Any chance for that, eh, Nayu? Well, Nayu seems to be in a good mood. Hey, I want to become a light novel author as well. Oh, really? I mean, she's not wrong. Yeah, but, you know, as far as numbers go, you're above him. You know, Nayu, I suggest turning the lights on. uh, Talking about Haruto's anime, I'm sure. Yeah, Spirit Out of the Distant World. But yes, just because the anime adaptation was bad doesn't mean the source material is bad. You think you'd be less excited after what happened with Haruto. Oh. That... You probably didn't need to tell on that part. You really didn't need to tell on that part. Yeah, you had to take the chance, though. And then the reality of the situation sets in. That you know of. Though still not blood related. So if there ever was a season 2, I wonder if it would focus on his anime adaptation. And her telling him the truth as well. Because I'm definitely looking forward to that. You're welcome. So that was the 12th and final episode of Imouto sae Ireba Ii. And this episode, well, we started off with a flashback, giving us more details on exactly how Itsuki's childhood went and how he got to the point he is today. And he even got us a new character, which obviously didn't We obviously knew she wasn't going to stick around that long because she's not in the main series itself. But I'm sure she gave him a decent amount of enjoyment while they were still friends and close and all that. But, of course, things just didn't work out in the end, unfortunately. But what did work out is he managed to take all of his life experiences and feelings and basically put it into a light novel and became successful. I mean, obviously not successful as he wants to be. He still compares himself to Nayu and thinks he's below that. But, he's still in a pretty good position. And beyond that, the rest of the episode was mostly just another game. Like, these characters play a lot of games together, which is fine. They're like almost all one way or another kind of based on storytelling. But this time they were going for something like a game of life, except a game of a light novel author life, which, as we turned out, is very depressing because everybody ended the 30 days, 30 rounds with negative happiness points. And Itsuki won because he was so late to debut, and that really was a dark game when you really think about it. But yay, he won, so, congrats. But we also found out that Miyako apparently wants to be an editor. Like, I was kind of joking around when I said, hey, I want to be a light novel author, is what she was going to say when she stopped the editor, but no, she actually does want to become an editor. That was unexpected, from me at least, but that would be interesting. Yeah. This episode itself didn't feel all that much like a final episode, but you could definitely tell they were kind of teasing for a season 2, little comments here and there, like Chihiro talking about how she'll tell Itsuki the truth, Haruto, and Nayu basically saying we're continue to work hard, and Itsuki bringing back up his anime adaptation and giving some bad news about the circumstances in which this became a thing and how hard he'll have to work, but he accepted it. He's gonna go for it, so hopefully it doesn't end up as badly as Haruto's does. I don't know how much control a light novel author really has over the quality of the anime adaptation. I assume it depends how much the studio really wants to work with them and how much freedom they want to give them, which I'm sure depends on the studio, among probably other factors as well. But I have hope. I think Mahou Academy, Sister Method Academy could be pretty good. And yeah, we also got a little bit of a reminder that Haruto's anime might have been bad, but the source material is definitely good. Like, it does have fans, and those fans probably will tell people who are anime only that, no, this is good. This is good. Just try it. It's fine. So, my thoughts on the anime as a whole. This anime, I mean, you could probably call this the most misleading anime of the season. The title, The Sister's All You Need, obviously gives off the impression that it's an anime focusing on the protagonist and his relationship with his little sister. And I'm sure a lot of people were expecting Eromanga Sensei 2.0 before they began this. That's obviously not what we got, though there are some similarities here and there, but definitely not enough to actually really compare the two. It's just that both of them involve a light novel author, so there's obviously going to be some parallels. But definitely was two very different stories. Saying this one's more realistic is a bit of an understatement. But yes, the characters are probably the real selling point of this show. The characters do feel very real. Their struggles are very real. And just everything about this anime, And of course, the characters are adults, so I know a lot of people really value that kind of thing because they're just tired of so many high school setting anime. Personally, I'm fine with every anime being in high school or whatever. That doesn't really bother me, but, it's fine, I guess. It does offer some benefits, like being able to just go on a trip on a whim to Hokkaido or whatever for research. And that was one of the fun aspects of the show, all the different research trips and stuff that he went on. Although as far as research goes, I think I like Nayu's research attempts better. The ones involving Miyako. Which I do like how Miyako eventually got to the point where she just doesn't even argue anymore. Like, Nayu's like, close, off. It's like, okay. And that's just kind of how that became. But I mean, the series does have a little sister, although it did try to trick us into thinking it was a little brother. Though it was fairly obvious it was a little sister, and eventually they were flat out with it. Like, yes, this is a little sister. Aren't you surprised? Well, no, not really, but it's cool that it was revealed. I just hope we'll get a reveal of that to Itsuki at some point, but that's obviously not going to happen unless we get a season 2. Which I hope we do. This was one of my favorite anime of the season, so anytime that's the case, that is definitely a hope of mine. At least if it doesn't have, a conclusive ending, which is very rare with anime because they usually are adaptations of ongoing light novels or manga. In this case, obviously a light novel. Of course, the one thing about this anime is the first couple minutes of the first episode, like, almost everywhere I go, when I see people talking about this, some guy's like, yeah, I know the first 2 minutes are awful, but just keep watching, it gets better. And I'm just sitting here like, but the first 2 minutes were amazing, what are you talking about? But clearly I'm in the minority on that one, and the normie barrier blocked off a lot of people. Didn't block me off, I just went right through it like it wasn't even there. But, that was a pretty cool bait and switch they did there, though. I would definitely read his light novels, I'm not gonna lie. And the fan service. The fan service was really good. It never got to the point where I felt like, an ecchi anime or anything, but when it did have its fan service, it was really good. It usually had some good humor with it, as well as, thinking of the tabletop RPG segment. Now you had the best character, really. Another cool thing about the series is how they're able to name drop, like, actual anime and characters and stuff, like with Hakanai and Oreimo. Stuff like that, which is always really cool when they can do that and you don't have to use, like, a fake, similar sounding name. In any case, this one I think I'm going to give an 8 out of 10. So, let me know what you thought of the anime. Wish that in my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.